Hello friends, welcome to the IT Buddies channel. In this video, we are going to build a car driving game using pure JavaScript. So first I want to show you a quick overview about what we have to build. So this is our project and at the home page you can see here, press here to start, arrow keys to move, and if you hit another car then you will lose. So whenever I click on this message, I will enter inside my game area and this is our moving car that we handling using our keyboard upside down, right and left. And you can also see our score is increasing whenever I moving this car, and whenever I get collide with this another car, you can see there is a pop-up message. Game over. Score was 692. If you want to restart our game again, then I will press on this message and our game is restart now with the new score. So if you get any error while programming, you can check my description. I'll also add my GitHub code, so you can simply download that zip file or copy that code inside your favorite text editor, and at the end your project will look like me. So let's move to our coding part first. Now let us create a new file inside our JavaScript module, that is our car driving game. So I write here car driving.html. Now we have to write some basic HTML code. Instead of this document, I write here car driving game because this is our title. Now inside this body, I have to create a new div. First div is for our score. So whenever our car moves up, our score is increased with this div. And second div is for our game. Inside that I want to create a new separate div. First div is for our start screen. Because whenever our user enter on the game, first we have to show the start screen, and inside that we have to print welcome inside game. So welcome in the game. And second div is for our main game, so this class name is game area. Now I want to add some JavaScript, so after this body, after this div, we have to create this script. Let's close this script tag. Inside that I want to create a new variable for our score, and we can access this div class named score with this variable. So I write here document.querySelector, and here our class name, that is score. After that I want to create a new variable for start screen, so I write here start screen, and inside that we have to access this class. So I write here document.querySelector, and inside that our class name is start screen, and same is for our game area class. So now copy this and paste here. Instead of start screen we have to write game area. Now I want to add a click event for the start screen, so I write here start screen dot add event listener, because this is our event that we have to handle. So add event listener, and I want to add this click event. After that I want to go inside the start function. So let us create our function, that is start, and here we have to write console.log your game is start. Now remember, whenever our user is click on this welcome in the game, we have add our click method. So after that our message is print your game is start. Now here console.log, and start screen is our home page. So inside our home page we don't have to show this game area class, so I add a new property that is hide, and inside our style I write display none for that game area class. So inside our style for this hide class, that is display none, because we don't have to show inside our start screen. So now save this, and now I want to open inside my browser, so I open with this live server. If you don't add this extension yet, then you can go inside this and press live server and you have to install that. Now here you can see welcome in the game. Now let us go inside our console, and I click on this and you can see here your game is start. Now I want to add another event listener, that is our key up and key down, because inside our game we have to move our car with that key that is up and down. So I write here document dot query selector, sorry, add event listener, because we have to add our event that is key down first. After that I want to go inside function name press on. The name is totally up to you, and same is for our key up, because we have to use that keys inside our game. Press off for this key up, and now I create a new function that is press on and press off. Make this sure this O is capital, and inside this press on function I want to pass our event by this E, and this is our function. Inside this function first we have to write our JavaScript method that is prevent default. After that I want to print a message whatever the key is pressed. So console.log, I want to print message on, and here we have to pass e.key so we can get whatever the key is pressed now. And we have to do same for our press off function. So now copy and paste here. Here we have to write press off. So now save this, open your browser, and now first I want to go inside my game, and when I click on this upside you can see here on arrow up and off arrow up, because we have to get a message whatever the key is pressed. Now we have to press multiple keys inside our game at the same time. So for that functionality I want to add another variable, that is our keys. Inside that I want to first arrow up and arrow down, right left. First we have to declare false, so arrow up, first I want to declare false, because at the first we don't have to press that. So arrow down, same for our arrow right and arrow left. Now we have to pass that event key inside our keys variable. So after this event default I write keys, and we have to pass that event dot key. And for our press on function I write here by default true, and inside our console.log I want to print that keys. we have to do same for our press of function. So now copy this and paste here. Now here for press of function I write false. Now save this. Now go inside your browser, and after going inside our game, whenever I click on this arrow up key, you can see here arrow up is true, and after that automatically our arrow up is false, and we can get many of these key at the same time. So with this event listener we can track our car in which position that is gone. Now after going inside our start function, after telling that your game is start, I want to add a function that is request animation frame that is provided by JavaScript defaultly. So this method tells the browser that you wish to perform an animation inside your HTML file. So I write here window.requestAnimationFrame. Inside that I want to pass a new function that is play game. So now we have to declare this function. Play game. Inside that I want to print a message that is in play. Now save this. You can see here whenever I save my file, our stuff is reformatted nicely because I add an extension that is prettier code formatter. If you doesn't add that, then go inside this extension and you have to add that function. Now open our browser and first go inside this game, and our function start is called, and you can see here we are in play because we add that functionality that is request animation frame, but we have to continue that animation. So inside our function we also have to tell window.request animation frame, and we have to pass this play game. Now save this, open a browser and go inside our game, and you can see here we are in play because our this function is called itself automatically. Now we have to add a functionality like whenever our player is click on start, after that we have to go inside this animation. So I declare a new variable that is our player, and here we have to pass if our player dot start is true whenever I go inside this start function, and if it is true then we have to go inside our animation and repeat that itself. So if player dot start, it is our boolean value, so by default it is true. Now we have to pass inside our if function. Now save this and open your browser, go inside our game, and you can see here our functionality is working properly. Now we have to generate our car. So after going inside the start function, remember our start function is called when our player is start the game. So if player is click on this welcome in the game, we have to go inside that start function, and after this go inside the start function. First I want to add a car, so our car is inside our game area. So after this start function call, we have to remove this hide class here, and I want to add hide class inside our start screen. So after this function dot start, I want to remove this, and here I want to add start screen dot class list because I want to add a class that is hide, and this is for our start screen. And for our game area I want to remove that class, so game area dot class list dot remove, class name is hide. And after going inside the start function, or you can say our game is start, I want to create an element that is our car. So let car is equal to document dot create element, that is our div, and inside that I want to print car, so car dot inner text is equal to car. And after going inside this function, we have to append that game area with our car, so game area can access our car. So I write here game area append dot append child, and here we have to pass our car. Now save this, open your browser, and whenever I go inside this welcome in the game, you can see here our car div is generated because our game area is appended div that is for our car. Now let's add some CSS for our car div. So inside our style, this is for our car. Position is absolute because I want to move that car. Bottom is 100 pixels because I want to get that car in like my bottom. This style is totally up to you. I want to add inside my left hand side 200 pixels. Then height and width. Width is 50. Height is let's 100. And background color is blue for our car. Now we have to add this style whenever our car div is generated. So here we have to pass our set attribute method. So car dot add attribute. Our class name is car, that is inside our style. So now save this, open your browser, and go inside this game, and you can see here our nice car div is regenerated. Now we have to move that div with our key up and key down. So here inside our play variable, first I want to declare speed. By default I want to declare 5. After that, go inside our play game function and our animation. We have to check what key is pressed for our car. So first we have to add our car inside our play game function. So document dot query selector, so we can get that car div. After that we have to check which key is pressed. So if arrow up, then we have to increase our player y coordinate. So player y coordinate is increased with that speed that we defined earlier, that is 5. So player dot speed, and same for our down, left and right. So copy this. Here this is for down, this is for our left and right. So whenever I press key down, we have to increase this y coordinate, decrease this y coordinate, and for left we have to decrease our x coordinate, and right we have to increase our x coordinate. Now whenever our car div is generated, we have to set that x coordinate and y coordinate value. So after this appending our card inside our game area, we have to define our player dot x. By default our x coordinate is on the left hand side, so I write car dot offset left, and y is for our top, so player dot y car dot offset top, and for our checking purpose, I write console.log. Here we have to pass player. Now save this, open your browser and go inside our game. After that, our game area is append our car div, and you can see here whenever I click on this left arrow key, here our arrow left is true and we have to go inside that animation. So inside go our left animation, we have to pass, or you can say increase or decrease our x and y coordinate. So car dot style dot left, for left we have to change our x coordinate, so player dot x, and we have to increase or decrease our peaks, and same for our top, we have to increase or decrease our y coordinate, so player dot y, and adding our peaks. So now save this, open your browser, go inside our game, and whenever I click on this left arrow key, you can see here our car is now moving, and whenever I click on this up arrow key, you can see here our car is down, because now we have to decrease this y, and here we have to increase. Now save this, go inside your browser, open the game, and whenever I click on this arrow up key, you can see here our functionality is working properly now. Now we are able to track the car position. Time is come to add road inside our game area, because inside that particular road we have to move our car. So let's define our game area as our road. Background color is black for our road. Width is 200 pixels for now. Height 100. Position is absolute. Margin is auto. I want to get that road inside my center from that left hand side, so I write here left like 42%. So now save this, go inside our browser, and here first go inside our game. You can see here our road is not defined now, because we have to write width. So now save this, go inside our game, and you can see our road is now working perfectly, and inside that we have to move our car, but you can see we don't have to allow this car to go out of this road. Now we have to detect our car, or you can say road, so we use get bounding client rectangle method. That method returns the size of an element and its position relative to the viewport. First, now remove this console.log, because this is only for our checking purpose. Inside that our play game function, I want to define our road with our game area, and our function name is get bounding and rectangle. First I want to console this road, so you can get idea about this property. So now save this, open your browser, go inside our game, and you can see here we can detect our road with that x-axis, y-axis, width, height, and our top. So that is the use of our get bounding client rectangle. Now we have to add condition for our left moving car. So here and if player x coordinate is greater than 0. After that he want to allow inside left side, otherwise not. So after saving, let's check this. Here you can see whenever our road is, and at the left hand side we cannot allow to get our move this car at the left hand side out of this road. Now first of all we have to define our margin because I want that car inside that road first. So here margin auto. Yes, our car is now at the first inside our road. First, now we have to declare our left side. At the same, we have to define our right hand side move. So now here we have to add an condition if player.x that is less than equal to road width. Remember our cart width is 50. So I want to add here width minus let's 55. So now save this. Move to the right hand side and you can see there is some space. So 54. I hope this is perfect for our right hand side. And yes, this is perfect for our right hand side. You can have a little bit question. What can I decide for this? Because I decide that is from our width and height of we get our road. I want to give you an important note that this width and height is like minus 54 is only working on my laptop because your desktop size and my laptop size is might be different, so you have to change this inside your desktop. This is only working for me. Now let's define for our down. So here and player dot y, because for downing and up we consider our y coordinate and that is less than our road bottom. Save this, open your browser, see what happens. It go little bit downside inside our road, so let's change this. We have to minus little bit our bottom, so minus 30. After saving that, go inside our browser. Here you can see there is little but difference, so minus 27. I hope this working properly. Yes, our car is now not moving at downside, left hand side and right hand side out of this road. So now let's add this functionality for our up hand side. So for arrow up, and let's add our condition that is player y coordinate is always greater than our top. Now let's check it. Here you can see about that line we don't have to allow go upside. Let's decrease it by minus 470. Move upside our car. Here you can see there is little bit of difference, so 472 is working perfectly, I think. So yes, our condition is added successfully as of now. So we are able to move our car only inside our road. Now we have to add lines inside our road. So first go inside our styles and here we add line. First position is absolute. Then height is gonna be 100 pixels. Width is 10 pixels. Margin auto because I want that line inside center of my road. Then background color of that line is white. Background color white. Now as we generated our cars, whenever our function start is called, we also have to generate deadlines dynamically. So after this, clear start true. I want 5 lines, so I create a for loop for that. Inside that, let x is equal to 0, x is less than 5, x plus plus. Then I want to create an element that is our lines. So for the variable name is div, the name is totally up to you. Here we have to use document dot create element because we have to generate our line. Inside that, this is our div. After that, we have to add our styles, that is inside our CSS. So div dot class list we have to add, that is line. So dot line. After that, we have to add our style, that is same for like this. Here we have to add our car style, so here we have to add our line styles. So div dot style dot top is equal to x into 150 plus I want to increase that pics. Now after that, same as we append our car inside our game area, we also have to append our line inside our game area. So copy and paste here. Here we have to write our class name, that is div, because here instead of this dot line we have to add our class, so we have to define our line without that dot. So now save this. Here you can see our line is at left hand side, so we have to go inside our styles and we have to write margin left and we have to move inside our center. So margin left 95 pixels. So now save this. You can see here our lines is added successfully inside our road. Now let's take a quick pause here. If you want to continue with our project, then you can check my description. I will add the part 2 video link whenever I will upload the second video. So thank you and bye bye.